Yeah, hello and welcome to yet another tea session video. I still have to wait some minutes before it's ready. Now let's get going with the game. 3 plus 2. We get one there. Yep. San. Okay. I'm going to do this video today, and for tomorrow will be December 1st. I'm going to go for... Oh, that's certainly a move. It's a rare move though. Taking on c5. Shouldn't really trouble black all that much. What is he going for here? So if I take e4, going to be dangerous. That looks like a pretty good Sicilian to me, with some odd pieces here. Bishop on g5. If I go queen b6, is there something particularly bad happening? I'm attacking f2 and I'm also attacking b2. Okay, queen d2 then, like queen b6, queen d2, queen b2, rook b1, queen a3, knight b5 is an annoyance. Okay, I'm just going to continue to develop. This 3 plus 2, right? So I have to just stay on track that I'm not forgetting the time. I'm going to play this first. Aha, okay. I'm attacking e4 and preparing to go d5. I just have to speed up a little bit because it's okay, I'm 10 seconds behind. I don't want to fall too much behind on the clock. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a different video, a different kind of video. That will be me solving some chess exercises. Not so much tactical ones, but rather more complex positions, more of an analytical exercise. Now, he won't be able to castle queenside anymore, which is what he probably had on his mind. I think I should be fine here. His pawn structure is really not looking all that great. The question is, how am I going to set up my pieces? I think e5. But I also thought about b6, but e5 makes a good impression. Yeah, there was one point here. I can go e4 now and win the bishop, right? So e5 was coming with a tempo. His queen is unprotected. That's the thing. Of course, I mean, I didn't expect him to blunder the piece, but it's always nice to have a little tactical point, yeah, with your move. They might miss it, yeah. Okay, so let's go for another game. And in a couple of minutes there is a blitz tournament, one of those hourly blitz events, and I think I could join that. It's a good alternative, and I should also be able to get games quite quickly. Don't have to wait for any opponents. Knight b6 here is the move. Knight c3, queen c3 is awkward. Yeah, I get that a lot. Still, people don't expect the queen capture, but this is just awful. I mean, okay, black is not losing straight away or anything like that, but you can definitely see that black wanted to have something else. He didn't want to play f6. And now he's stuck without castling. What is he doing there? Preparing bishop e6? Like it. I don't know. I should have done that differently, maybe. Bishop f4. would have been a cute idea if the pawn is not. Oh. Now he can take bishop e6, take on e4, and I'm losing material. And now he can actually castle. Nah, that wasn't good. I should have done that differently. I mean, the position is very, very nice for me, but I should have played differently. Okay. Now, how do we play this? I would really like to attack the queen here on d6. It's such a badly placed piece. Well, yeah, I feel I could have done better. Yeah, I kind of expected that to happen. It looks awfully weakening, but it's the only somewhat active possibility that black has. Now, there are some tactical things probably going on here based on the pin. Like queen f6, queen b6, moves like that. Okay, I'm going to play this here anyway. Because bishop h5 is not really what black wants. I think he wanted to, after e takes f5, take with the bishop. Now queen b6, is that really, how much of a problem is that? Not much of a problem, so let's take here. My basic idea is, if I move the queen, let's say it takes with the pawn on f5, I play queen d3, attack his pawn, but I also threaten knight b5 and then d6 check, which would win the house. Yeah, c7 hangs, everything hangs. So I'm not quite sure what his move is now. I'm maybe not. No, I'm actually threatening to take f5. I mean, so if he plays like the king h8, okay, it does not react in any kind of way. Probably he had nothing that he could do. But okay, knight b5 and d6 check. Or I can take f5. There's nothing particularly wrong about that. I mean, where is the queen actually going? I don't know. Let's do it. Okay. It all comes with tempo here. On my end, the bishop now is attacked. And I have bishop f4 next also, again with a big tempo. Yeah, black is falling apart here. Sorry for the slurping noises. The tea is really hot at the very beginning of such a session. Difficult. Now what? Where do you go now? Yeah, rook e1, yeah. Now, what is the quickest way to win this position? Bishop e5, bishop f5, takes on d6. This should be fairly easy. I wonder if I got something else. Queen takes e5 is a fancy way to play. It's also completely winning. Yeah, but come on. I've written some books called Keep It Simple for a reason, because I know if I don't keep it simple, I'm playing stupid stuff. So let's indeed keep it simple. Okay, now I think I'll take it. Going to be a good way to do it. I'm 2 pawns up and I have the check. So I check him. And now d7, I guess. Yes. Establish that pawn. That is completely tying up black. He can absolutely not move him. I wonder. Yeah. Okay, taking is probably the easiest thing to do. Too many pawns. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. This is not the best technical play ever. But the 2 pawns should really be enough. No, what I did wrong there, actually. It still wins with this. Oh, maybe it doesn't win. Jesus. I cannot believe that I'm screwing this up. Unbelievable. Wow. Ah, that is painful. This. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I felt like I was a bit falling asleep during this game, and I don't know. G6 is better, but this is still winning. What am I doing here? Even here, yeah. What's wrong? This is just stupid. I'm just 1 move too slow. I mean, the thing is, this is promoting on its own. Rook G7, H7, G6, Rook G8, H8. I just have to go to the pawn now. That was just a complete brain fart. This is easy now. I'm controlling the pawn, and this is promoting on its own. I just played this first, and now I'm just 1 move too slow. That was super stupid. Oh my god. Okay. So there's this tournament, right? Hourly, what do we have? We have a Blitz Arena and a Super Blitz Arena. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going for the 5-minute. This is a bit more fitting for the commentary. I'm not sure how this works with the screen setup. Oh, not used to that. Bling. Yeah, this should be okay, right? Miss Dark Soul. Okay. Okay, let's go c5. Got some choice there. So we've got 56 minutes tournament time. That is okay, right? It fits well with the usual length of such a video. This is a bit imprecise at this particular moment, but not terribly bad for white. e3 is a good choice once white is there. Oh, that's odd. Bishop absolutely does not belong on d3 here. Well, I can probably not punish it in some way, but it's a bit strange. Now, how do we play? White always wants to, or he wants me to take. Not entirely certain how I should play this. I'm probably going with bishop d7, rook c8, a6, b5 idea. What white has here is basically some yeah, some far more passive version of a Maroczy bind. He doesn't even have e4 in, he cannot play e4. He doesn't really want to take on c6, and it's not quite clear how you continue. If you have the bishop on e2, as it is usual, you can maybe play bishop f3, ideas like that. It's still pretty harmless for black. But white has a solid position. This is definitely the case. So probably wants to put a rook on d1. Now I'm going to play bishop g4 here, trying to provoke a weakness. I don't think he wants to go into a self pin. Yep, doesn't want to do that. And I'm just going back. In order to win against such a solid structure, and of course I'm not better here, it's just equalish. In order to win against such a solid structure, it's sometimes good to just provoke some small concession. And f3 it's not a big deal, but I'm happy that he has weakened his structure a little bit. Now, do we have any interesting way to go here? I wonder if he really wants to play b4. That's not really what white normally wants to do. Maybe he still wants to play it. It just weakens white, but he's doing it anyway. Okay. Or she's doing it. It could be really female, of course. Now, I cannot take this. I actually can take it, and probably I should, because the knight takes d4 is an attack on the queen. Okay, this is actually really nice for me. I didn't see that beforehand, because bishop takes d4, I can take on c1. This is very nice. And pawn takes d4 is really not what white intended to do. This is a case where f3 comes in handy, because queen b6, then d4 actually hangs with a check. This is very nice. Not sure what white is contemplating here, because you have to take with the pawn. But what is the thought? Bishop d4, queen c1. That looks like a bad thing to do. Okay, now I cannot really do something straight away, like bishop d4 and then queen c1 doesn't work, unfortunately. But queen b6, yeah, that's what I'm going to play. attacking d4 here with the check. Okay, she covered it. 5 can still be taken en passant. Oh, how do we do this? I would definitely like to recapture on c8 with the rook in case of the capture. I'm going bishop f6, covering e7. Yeah, I think one thing, wow, about these tournaments is that you have to take into account that sometimes winning quickly is a thing. And I have to be alert that I'm not playing too slowly. g4. Yeah, let's go e5. Come on. I'm helping her to get rid of the double pawn here with d takes e6, but I thought opening up the position against g4 here must be a good idea. So takes e6, rook e6, and then the queen doesn't have such a really good square to go to, probably to f2. And then I wanted to play bishop b5, queen f4, bishop e5. So now I wanted to play bishop b5, trying to infiltrate. Yeah, maybe there is d5 by white. Pawn to d5 could be a bit of an annoyance. So bishop b5, d5, something like that. It's bad, huh? Really? Well, it's a bit of a pain. Okay, so let's stop it and play for bishop b5 next. I have to watch out. This is non-increment. Important. I tend to forget that because I'm in the increment mode, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, I have no time. Yeah, so that was the idea. Get rid of my questionable bishop and get into a position where white's bishop is bad. That was the thing that d5 accomplished. That now d5 from white is not possible anymore. Guess with the queen getting the tempo. Now, yeah, I can definitely just take and play queen d3. Not sure if it's best. I can also allow the capture. It's maybe not such a bad idea, right? After fe6, my pawn on d5 is safely covered. And king f7 will always cover e6. And the white queen is not easily entering. This is probably not a bad choice. Now, white is somewhat tied down to the defense of the d4 pawn. Maybe queen c3 is her idea here. Now, why can I not take d4? I think I can take it, huh? Trick, I don't see it. Queen h6 maybe on. I can check here first. And then see what I'm going to do. Let's go d4. I have to keep an eye on the time. Queen d5. There's still a danger of getting into a perpetual here, really. Oh, I go stupid. If I go here, queen f4, I don't have queen g5 because there's checkmate. Stupid stuff. 11 seconds. That's it's not increment. Oh, I'm stupid. 10 seconds will be very difficult now. Mm. Okay, yeah, I have to adjust to that time a little bit. She could have easily won on time. Yeah, that was a long game and just a draw. So, even though I'm a huge favorite in this tournament, that could be already the end of it. Pairing players, it takes a long time. Why don't I get a game? I thought that was a quicker procedure. Okay. I think I have to do this in order to catch up. It's a huge point here now for black. Next move will decide the course of the game. He can take on c4, d4, or play something like bishop e7. Bishop e7 runs into or leads to a Tarrasch, or here the so-called semi-Tarrasch. It's a pretty comfortable line for white. I can actually play e5. I cannot take this. That was a bit rushed, this move. Of course, I have to be somewhat quick, yeah, after the berserk, but shouldn't overdo it with the quick play. Yeah, 2 minutes and I've got no increment, so tricky business. He can take b2, rook b1. I think this is very dangerous. Now, if I take, the queen has to take. But I can do this here, maybe, yeah? It's going to be not so easy to answer for him, I hope. Threatening bishop takes f6. Mate on h7 is the deal. And I don't really know how he's defending it. I mean, he can play the rook, yeah, rook d8, rook e8, and the bishop takes queen h7 and move the king. That is definitely possible. But he has to find this first. I mean, he will find that. It's not so difficult. Then probably maybe rook c1 is putting the most pressure on him. Yeah. Rook d8 or e8. I go rook c1, I guess. I don't have a direct win. I mean, I can check him. Yeah, okay, that wins the exchange at least. Yeah, let's not pre-move this. You never know. I'd play whatever, bishop b2 or so, and then I rather, yeah, and he went bishop b2. Okay, yeah, just rook b1, I guess. Ah, what? Shit, I'm sorry. That is crazy. I had touched f5 and then I wanted to go rook b1 and it played bishop b1. Wow. Wow. Great. I mean, I was winning with basically every move, not the one that was then bishop b1 was the worst possible move. Oh my god. Wow. Somehow the game is still continuing. It is lost, but one. My God, these things they're really unnerving. I think I'm winning this. I'm still winning this, which is crazy. Yeah, I mean, what a crazy game. All of a sudden, bishop b1 is played. Shoot. That was shocking. At this moment, you could basically play almost anything and win, but not bishop b1. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I was hoping to get paired more quickly, because the waiting time for the regular blitz games are sometimes a little bit long. Okay, can I berserk this? Yeah, let's not overdo the pre-moving. e6 is a good move. No, not this, for example. You don't want to play 2 e6 against knight c3 and all of a sudden get a French defense. Not that the French is so terrible, but it's just not the best thing that you can get against knight c3. Now this looks pretty nice. Easy development. Maybe g4 now. Play this a tad too quickly. Yeah, that I'm not really believing in all that much. White should take on c5 once he has played f3. Maybe you can go b4 now. Okay. Yeah, it looks very nice for me. I'm a pawn up basically. And now I'm pawn up for real. And white still has some questions to answer, like where to go with the king. Now couple of good options. Maybe bishop d4 even. Knight takes d4, knight takes d4 is awful. Yeah, now I'm threatening on c2 and I'm threatening the bishop and on g2, and everything combined should net me even more material. This is actually pretty good, because the bishop here cannot run. There's just no square for it, and if he takes, knight takes, I'm winning the rook. So I won a piece. And there's absolutely no compensation for it whatsoever. So that should be fairly easy win, even with 1 minute something on the clock. Yeah, good that I berserked this one. There were some easy points there. Okay, I'm still behind. That first game was really costly. Yeah, that draw. A draw that took 10 minutes. I think this is additionally problematic. So this guy berserked, I think, 2 games. Okay, I shouldn't berserk here. It's the number 12 player. Just normal. I think just a normal game is good. h6 is very early, but it's going to fit into black's position. Yeah, here he has a choice of various queen moves. Mostly queen b6 is played. Queen c8, of course, is also possible. He now has to think about, okay, he didn't think about it, but about me taking and then playing a knight to b5, or knight e5 can also be tricky. I think I'm going knight e5. This is probably posing some more problems. Okay, he just went away with the knight. Are we going a4, a5? I think I will do that, yeah. a5 now is a threat. Not so easy to handle this. A5, knight goes back, and then I take on d5. Yeah, here this is almost the same thing. So a5, what is he doing then? Knight takes e5. Pawn takes, knight c4, knight takes d5. Looks pretty bad. That's actually interesting. So bishop takes or pawn takes. We go to c4 anyway. I think this is good. Knight c4. And then I have a couple of tactical options. I wonder what's best. I wanted to go originally knight takes d5. But knight d5, pawn takes, bishop takes. He has knight takes a5, I guess. And this is a bit of a problem. The alternative is e4. That should also be pretty good. Yeah, e4 looks like a good. Knight a5, I go queen a4. That is a double attack on bishop and knight. Pawn takes, queen takes c4. So he probably has to play the bishop to e6, and then I just take d5 and should be in great shape. Yeah, that I don't see how he is keeping, how he's holding this together. Maybe something crazy like g5 or so. Yeah, that's probably the only move. It looks bonkers, but it's the only move maybe. Because I cannot move the bishop. So how do we play this? If I take on d5, might play knight takes. Okay. And the most logical move is to take here. So let's do this first. And then I'm thinking about the details. d6, sorry, f6 looks pretty awful. I can also take on d5. This is still part of this position. Knight d5, pawn takes, bishop takes, queen takes a5, knight takes a5. Now I can also do other stuff. Queen d3, for example. Queen moves f6. That looks completely crushing. Yeah, that's completely crushing. Come on. Let's do this. Knight a5. I wanted to move the queen to d3. Okay, I didn't see that move coming. And I'm not sure that it is any good, but I didn't see it at all. So queen d3. Can also just take on c8 here. I don't think this is enough. No. D3 should be good. I'm going to D3 also because I want to cover F5. A neat idea is F6 next. F6 and threatens Queen G6 with mate in 2. But okay, probably he plays Queen D8 anyway. Doesn't play Queen D8. Okay. Yes. Let's grab the queen then. Red is Queen G6 with mate. Yeah, he has to take on F6. That's just nothing else really. Okay. That looked pretty nice. So I'm getting closer, but this guy here, Mind 93, is berserking every game and wins. It's difficult to stop. I probably have to be paired against him and then win this game. Yeah, okay, the last two games were, I think, okay. Before that, that was a bit shaky. Okay, the game with Bishop B1 was more of a mouse issue. Or whatever. Okay. Yeah, the King's Indian attack is fairly harmless against Knight C6 on move 2 because you get to play the Botvinnik setup, which is more or less equalizing right off the bat. Okay, I don't mind that. This is looking pretty nice. Black now can expand quickly with F5, but I'm going to stop his immediate expansion here. You're really playing Bishop H6 here? Maybe. Okay, I'm going to go for a small strategic trap, yeah, which he falls into. Now I'm getting an eternal knight on d4. Everything with tempo, and then the knight lands on the amazing d4 square. Yeah, this is a very nice position for black, as the white bishop is a real dummy. Will never be a good piece. Trying to be annoying with queen to b4. Yeah, I'm happy to. Now I'm effectively a pawn up. Yeah, 3 against 2, while the queen side is completely frozen. Threatening knight e2 or rook e2. Yeah, he probably has to play something like yeah, like this. And now queen to b4. Queen trade is of course pretty nice for me, and he did not do it. But I can take here and then play f5, setting my majority in motion. The most yeah, I'm not sure what the right word is for that. Now let's say prosaic way to win is to just trade everything, trade the rooks, I mean, and then win the ending knight against bishop. I'm basically a pawn up. D3 pawn is completely irrelevant here. I blundered bishop e4. Was too relaxed here. That was very unnecessary. Maybe that wasn't immediately lost, but was completely pointless to allow. Yeah, I'm relaxing a bit too much because I know that the position under normal circumstances is an easy win. And then I'm not paying as much attention as I should. So let's set this in motion. This is the best way to do it. Then king g5 and rook e3. His bishop is really absolutely terrible. Okay, now how do we play this? A couple of things that I can do. f4 immediately is certainly possible, but I wonder if that is the best way to play. It's really easiest without the rooks, but I don't see how I'm trading them so easily. Yeah, but honestly, there's really not much that you can do here. On the check, I can even play knight f3. Just cannot move anything then. d3 is hanging now. Okay, so g2. Rook f1, rook e2 check is actually made. Yeah, that's made. Yeah, it looked like a fairly clean strategic win. Oh, Mind 93 lost the game. That's a good one for me. Let's see. Maybe I still get paired with him. That would be good. He's still ahead of me. And I shouldn't lose a game. That would really allow a bunch of people to overtake me. Yeah, but Mind is playing, and he berserked again. He seems to berserk every game. I'm not sure if I should berserk here. Just play a normal game, I guess. I'm normally not doing all that well with the berserking. And 1800s, they are a bit of a mixed bag. Some of them really play well. Yeah, we had that before. And this is a huge part of my Keep It Simple d4 book. These Slav setups are really popular. I was just thinking if I have something tactical here. If I take on d5 and sacrifice the knight, but no, doesn't quite work. Yeah, maybe it does work actually. If we look at this, c takes, knight d5, pawn takes, queen d5. Now the rook is hanging, right? So there must be knight a6 or knight d7. And okay, knight d7, e4 actually wins material back due to e5, but he has knight to a6. This is a problem, because after e4, no, the bishop is actually hanging on g4. So knight before I can take on f5. So what am I missing here? Or am I just winning material? Let's do it. Come on. If I'm miscalculating this, it's not the end of the world. Very quickly played. I think he should have taken a moment there at least. So now e4, yeah? That was my idea. The bishop is attacked. Bishop e6, I take d6. And if the bishop moves elsewhere, I go e5 with the big fork. One relevant line is bishop g4, e5, queen f5, knight h4. Yeah? I can even take queen d6. Okay, now e5. That was the point. Oh, this one. Okay, d7 now also attacked. Okay, pawn takes is the easiest move. Nah, it's good here. Knight takes is also strong, but now, yeah, I was thinking knight h4. This is more or less a double attack. Also attacking the rook. Or maybe I should. Okay, his next move is probably rook d8, a d8. Yeah, okay, this is still a good move. Let's do it. Oh, that's very nice. Now I'm winning the house. It's a pin. It's very nice because it speeds up the win. Yeah, now the lead is a little bit larger, 3 points. And I played the most games of the whole bunch. Yeah, okay, it was a quick one. Such a quick win is useful. Yeah, the view here is not so bad. Yeah, you can see all the important information. Yeah, I need to not overdo it with that's the second place, right? Lebedev. So that's kind of important. I have completely forgotten how this line worked. Bishop b7 or knight d7? Or bishop a6? I don't know. I have to speed up a little bit. It's still pretty awful that I've forgotten this. I mean, I made a series on that. The Nimzo Rogozin repertoire. Pretty awful to forget it so early. But okay, it's probably not a big deal. I think I'm okay here anyway. This bishop e1, knight d2 cannot be overtly critical. Really, e4? Okay. Actually, it's stupid that I'm thinking about it because I have to play this move anyway. Now this, so I got this counterplay, d takes, but he has knight c6. So I cannot immediately take. I think I'm going to go rook e8 and ask him about his next move. There are similar positions with the bishop on b2. And these are a bit better for white, but not winning or hugely advantageous. And it really cannot be that fantastic with the bishop on e1. Yeah, it's a fairly normal idea. But g6 is on my agenda anyway. I need to cover knight f5. Yeah, as I said, this is not something particularly uncommon. Yeah, the bishop to c8 would be good, but it's difficult to get. Yeah, is there another way to harass the queen here? He wants to take on d5. It takes c4 as knight c6. Not sure about this move, but let's do it. The idea is rook takes e1. Maybe he can simply allow that, like c takes d5 now. Because he has this knight c6 idea. Maybe. Yeah, that is actually possible. Yeah, that was stupid actually. C takes d5 now is strong. Rook e1, bishop d2, knight c6 is completely devastating. That is bad. It's really bad. What can I play then actually after cd5? Can I do something entirely different then? Ah, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. Ah, that was a huge mistake. After cd5, I don't see a move actually. Ooh, that was lucky. I mean, I'm not saying that this is fantastic for me, but the other line was utter devastation. It was just really just completely terrible. Okay, now. Okay, yeah, still not entirely clear what I'm doing. Yeah, bishop c3, the rook moves, and d4 is garbage. Bishop b4 is such a bad move. Really, really. Yeah, that was really not well thought out. Come on. Now he cannot take because c2 is hanging. I will get into serious time pressure anyway here. To be quicker. Knight d5 looks extremely natural. Okay, I can take knight f6 and then rook c5. That is actually pretty awkward. Rook c5 is an interesting option anyway that I need to be aware of. Even knight c2, rook c5 is interesting. Let's do it. Threatening rook h5, winning the queen. And g4, h5 is awkward. For white. Yes, that's good. Now bishop c8. Yes, I like this. I think I'm getting somewhere. Knight e5 is a good idea. Yeah. Now I'm okay. I think I'm okay. And I mean, like, more than okay. I think I'm better now. But it's still, of course, very complicated. Yeah. But he has a hard time to improve his pieces. Yeah, it looks pretty uncoordinated. Yeah. Okay. But here, what are you doing against this one? I mean, taking wasn't bad either. Wow. That is a pretty huge self pin. So queen c7. Take e5. Let's do it anyway. This will be some kind of a time issue in some way. I have to speed up. Just 20 something seconds. I don't want to trade queens here actually. Maybe like this. He's not very quick, fortunately. So it's not some messy dogfight at the end where everything is, yeah, just depending on mouse skills. Okay, that's a funky pairing, 1500. But he's on 6th place, so have to acknowledge that. I should have played d4. Oh, wow. That's odd. Maybe there was a mouse slip and he wanted to play c takes d5. What about, I'm not quite sure about the rules here. These tournaments I haven't played for a long while. Do I get to play this till the end? Or what about the clock here? Is that really, after 8 minutes, it just is over? I think I need the win. Yeah, otherwise Frunden, Yengen or Goyeri might overtake me. Okay, interesting. Yeah, sometimes it can be an idea to take with the bishop in such a position to put more pressure on d4, but yeah, it doesn't feel right. I can also just keep the bishop and play c6 next. That is strengthening my pawn structure, and I can ultimately put pressure on d4 also with g6, bishop g7 later. I'm a pawn up after all. I don't really need to worry that much about how to win. I just have to convert the pawn. Okay, queen d7 for bishop f5. There might be queen a4. Yeah, that is not so comfortable. My intention is knight b6, knight c4. White only has a check on h7. This is not really worrisome. Okay. I would still like to trade the light squared bishop with bishop f5. He's currently on that, so I'm not threatening this straight away, but I would like to have this possibility. In some cases, at least. Like here. Now I can play this move. He can take on c4 for opposite colored bishops, but it should be very good for me still. After d takes. Avoiding the trade, but now I can double on the e file. Bishop d3. Nice, rook e6 doesn't net all that much. I'm really not sure about the rules here. How quickly I have to win this to make this game count. Because I might need the win. Yeah, somebody shares first place at the moment. Yeah, he probably won't take it. But you can try. So let's push this back. Okay. I mostly want to be quick so that I have some chances to finish this before the clock runs out. Oh, didn't see this one. Okay, it's not. Maybe even f6 here. f6, bishop e2. No. Okay, let's take it. I don't really mind this. Knight against bishop is not a bad scenario here. The 2 minutes, they concern me. Maybe this is completely unproblematic. I'm not so sure about the rules as mentioned. And he's defending this quite well after the completely catastrophic opening. He's doing a good job. I have a simple idea. Queen c7, queen b6, pick it up. Okay, now maybe f4. Pick up the pawn next. 20 seconds. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it even in the time. Really not much that he can do. Oh, 6, yeah. Yeah, I can still take. The knight is such an awesome defender. And that's it. No checks. The knight is really sometimes a good piece. Oftentimes it's terrible, but sometimes it's great. Okay, I'm just giving some checks. It's not going to make the time. Yeah. That should be enough. Yeah, Cryptonopolis actually lost the last game. So I'm winning this comfortably. I got this one draw at the beginning. That was a bit of a problem. And I think other than that, it was okay. Some interesting games. So not a bad experience, this tournament. And my performance wasn't great. Yeah, this one draw is killing my performance. Or did I make another draw? Huh. Didn't I just make one draw? That's crazy. That 7.5 out of 8 is such a low performance. Pretty strange. Or am I wrong there with the results? Let me check. I won all those. Right. So I just made the one draw, and that was so costly. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, well, I lost 5 points with the draw, and then yeah, I don't get any points for wins against 1800. Yeah. Okay, I even get not even one. Like one courtesy point or something. You get absolutely nothing. Okay, so I won that tournament and I thought it was an entertaining thing for a change. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with, as mentioned, some chess analysis, some chess yeah, studying, solving positions. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.